Build-A-Page series. Today I'm using my teal kit that I put together. I've actually already used this kit and then I kind of revamped it during the Build-A-Page kit building video because I had originally put it together for a Wild Whisper live that I did, and it had a lot more teal in it. And then I used it, and I used the background page that I had put in, and basically built a layout on the following live that I did. So when I was going through and creating these kits, I just had to kind of throw a few extra things in here and build it back up again. There were lots of scraps, and there was that really beautiful kind of wood grain paper and stuff that was all in the kit already, so it just needed a background, which I used this white one here, and actually pulled that out of another kit that I had put together using Wild Whisper stuff, and then added all of the goodies, the embellishments and stuff to go with it, and the photo. So this is still the teal kit because that's still the main color that is in all the other papers. And so I kind of wanted to just, I don't know, break up some of the texture of this paper and add some fun elements into the background. And so I always love doing mixed media on Wild Whisper paper because it's kind of got a glossy texture to it. And so it absorbs color a little bit differently and kind of, can move some of that color around. It stays wet a little bit longer if you want it to be really wet, and you can kind of play with it and stuff. So I wanted to do some of that. I haven't done smushing in a while, and it's one of my favorite things to do. So I definitely wanted to get that onto the page, and then it just adds a little bit of interest to that background besides just the texture of that kind of like fur that you see. So I smushed a whole bunch of watercolors, and then I'm gonna add some teal. Is that the teal or is that the mint? That might actually be the mint Heidi Swapp Color Shine. And then a little bit of the Delusions, kind of like their lime green, because in that wood grain paper, where some of the paint is sort of peeling up off of the wood, there's a little bit of lime green that's kind of been left, just a faint touch of that color. And so some of the embellishments and things that I pulled out have that lime green on them, and so I kind of wanted to bring that into the background just a little bit more so that I could use it as an accent color, and it kind of made sense. So I used some of that Delusions lime green, and then also a couple splatters of black. I just felt like it needed a really bold pop of black. Maybe even navy blue could have worked, but I went with black because the headphones that Sebastian's wearing are black, so I thought that that would just be a good accent. So that's what I did. I kind of splattered those. I made sure to have some of the larger drops kind of be, up near the top and the bottom so that you could really see those larger drops. And then I'm going to put the main kind of cluster of my papers right through the center of the layout. So I've got a couple of these scraps, I guess you could say, left over. They're all from different collections, and I know that I want to keep that larger wood grain piece whole, so I'm just going to do some layering in behind my photo with the other pieces that I have. I also pulled out some of the So Rad collection that I have from Simple Stories. I only have a few elements. I have those clear stickers that you saw me putting onto some of that teal paper just so that they would stand out a lot better. And so I'm going to fussy cut those out. And then I also have the enamel dots, and I had some of the sticky brads. I don't think I have other elements of that collection. Maybe a couple of cards from the card pack, but I don't think I have any papers or anything like that. So I'm happy to kind of be able to get a bunch of that all used up on one layout. And I do have a ton left, and most of the ones that are left over are sort of more skateboarding themed, and so I do have some of those photos that I can maybe get all the rest of them used up on another layout. So that's pretty good. And if I end up having some pieces of cards or anything like that, they'll blend into other collections, so I'm not too worried about it. But I thought these were really cute, and so there's the headphones, and then I used the words rock on, and one says hashtag dude, but I'm going to actually cut the hashtag apart and move that to the front of my title. So my title will actually be hashtag rock on dude. And then there was a thumbs up and a thumbs down, but I'm actually going to turn them both into thumbs up. So that worked out really good. So I've got a lot of cute little elements there. And then I've got the different teal layers behind my photo. I did rip some of that paper because the two teals are a little bit different, and the texture of them or the way they look on the paper is different. But when I layered them together, there wasn't really enough definition between the two. So I ripped the one so that you at least have that little bit of a white kind of border where the tear is. And that helps your eye to kind of differentiate the two layers. And then this third layer is polka dots. It's actually from a travel collection, but I just like that it brings just the slightest pop of some yellow and some peach and a mint. And so I'm kind of using the orange in the So Rad collection instead of peach, and I'm kind of using the lime green instead of the yellow. But all in all, I think because they're kind of shades of each other, it works. It just kind of makes everything blend, but then it also lightens up right where my photo is, so that really draws your eye in, and that's what I was hoping for. So as I was putting this layer down, I realized I don't really have anywhere to journal. I didn't really want to start journaling on the white background, and I do want to tell the story of the headphones. Otherwise, the picture doesn't totally make sense. It's just a cute picture of my kid. But he did win these headphones, and that was actually his goal. When he found out that the school was doing a fundraiser and one of the prizes was headphones, he came home and that's what he said to me: Mom, I want to win the headphones. I want to get enough orders that I'll get a bunch of tickets, and basically, every order got them a ticket, I think, and they could put their ticket into whatever prize they wanted to win. And he said, I want to get as many orders as I can so that I can put them all into the headphones and I can win the headphones. And he was really good about it. And he asked our friends and he asked his grandparents and everybody, and he ended up getting a ton of orders. And his class actually won the prize for getting the most orders. And so he was super excited about that. But then he also got so many orders that he was able to get a ton of tickets, and he got other prizes as well. But when he came home with those headphones, I just thought, what a super cool thing for him to experience, that he set his mind to it. It's really important to him. They're actually fundraising to build an inclusive playground, and their school actually shares a space with the rec center, our local rec center. And so the playground gets used by everybody in the town, and all summer long the rec center has a outdoor splash pad, and so it's all basically the same area. And so if you're at the splash pad, the kids are automatically using the playground at the school. It gets really used. And so it would be really nice for them to be able to upgrade and have a really nice new playground, an inclusive playground, one that kind of matches the feel that the school is going for, because he's in nature-based learning. So it's an outdoor school, an outdoor program. They hike, they snowshoe, they can walk anywhere from like 7 to 8 kilometers a day while they're learning. It's super cool, but it would be nice for them to have a playground that kind of reflected that. So, it was important to him, important to his class to fundraise, and then he won the headphones, and I was like, this is awesome. What a great thing for him to experience. So I definitely had to document it. and I want to make sure that I journal it. So I went ahead and decorated those tags. I had pulled out the stamp set anyways. That is the stamp set that Sarah Scraps designed, and it has things like "That's My Boy," which I thought would work really well, and the music notes, which I thought worked really good. And then on the third tag, I added some of those stars, and I just tried to pick inks that I thought kind of matched. So I've got sort of that teal, and then a little bit different of a green, and then the lime green, and I've tucked those in there. I do actually go back and edge them with the ink as well, so that they really pop from the background, and I will do my journaling. I don't do it on camera because there was quite a bit that I wanted to say, but I will get some journaling put in there so that his story can be told. And then everything else I'm keeping in that little area around the photo. So I've got 3 little spots with a little sticker, the little clear sticker that I fussy cut, and then the 3 little sticky brads, and then some, the sequins. Actually, I was going to keep them in, but then I thought I'm going to stick them kind of where I have some splatters of similar colors. So the sequins, these ones were created for Wild Whisper. They're exclusive to Wild Whisper, and they are Spiegel Mom Scraps. And then the other ones, you can see them just to my right. I'm going to pull black ones and sort of like a pewter color or a really dark gray. Those are Spiegel Mom Scraps as well. So I'll just dot those around. And then everything else is going to stay right around the picture. So I've got the enamel dots, I've got a sticker, and then I've got the sticky brads, and then the cute title that says "Rock On Dude." And that is it. That is my layout for day 4. This came together so quick and easy. I really love how it turned out. It's super, super cute. And yeah, it was really fun to make. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please go and check out the links down below to see everyone else's pages and the kits that they built. I'm sure they would appreciate some love. And I will be back again tomorrow. So until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.
Bye. Thanks to me. What about the channel?